Of course I was afraid. I was afraid of war, of planes, and I'm afraid for the future because I don't know how long it's going to be like this in Syria. I left for the sake of my children.
Dana's story isn't new, but the way it's being told is. She made the journey from Syria with her 2 sons unaccompanied. Her husband had been kidnapped soon after the Islamic State group moved into her hometown of Manbij. Dana decided to take her chances with the people smugglers.
The smuggler locked the door. He told us we had to give him an extra 300 euros to pay for my son. That was after his first demand of 1,800 euros. He took us to an apartment in Kosovo. I was really afraid. I thought they were kidnapping my young children to sell their organs.
In a new project, unaccompanied women like Dana have had their experiences turned into short graphic novels. Their stories are often more distressing than men's.
A really harrowing scene that I had to try and find a way around drawing was that ISIS burned crates of Yazidi girls alive. And that was something that this family had witnessed. Seeing those images, it sends you into, at first, almost like a pit of despair. Graphic storytelling is probably one of the furthest reaching mediums. Images are something that bypasses culture. We all understand imagery.
Until recently, media outlets have been filled with images of male refugees. Men made the perilous journey in the hope of sending for family members once they'd been granted asylum in Europe. But border closures and an EU-Turkey deal have dashed those hopes, forcing women to follow on foot.
We are seeing now a rise in women travelling on their own. However, they're still not so much in the media, which is why we wanted to launch this project, because their stories aren't being told. And it is also very difficult to tell them because socially and culturally it's less acceptable for them to show their faces on camera. I heard a lot of stories of women being forced into prostitution or what they sometimes term transactional sex or survival sex, just to have that protection, to be seen to be travelling with a man.
A grim irony that has become reality for women fleeing violence.